got Luffy ambition, king of the rappers.
Hey, what's going on, gang? It's Murata Music with 3-piece TCG, Beard, Pirates TCG, and 2D. It's all about that Monkey D. Luffy passing the wire, Holmes. That's right, gang. Smash that like button, finger pop that subscribe, turn on the bell, and go down in the comments. Let me know, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What would you be doing differently? I'm also asking you to give me your opinion on this list, these games. I know I wish I had some more time with it, but I might have done either A, one too many lines of coke, or B, figured out my list that I am taking to tomorrow, May 3rd's online regionals. So I really want to hear from you guys. I know you want to know where this leader can be found. This leader can be found right around town here at kdesign.com. It's going to be the new link. They moved away from their Etsy page. Good deal for them. I mean, look at the Zoro. The Zoro's pretty dope, right? Yeah, so anyhow, we're going to be doing this, and the 3-piece TCG code will still give you 25% off of everything. So do check them out. Also, the memberships are live. Do be smashing and finger popping, putting on that pressure, or big city hooping, get the whole shebang. Come join the crew and let me know what emojis you guys would like next. We've got room for so many more. I don't even know how many more I have access to, thanks to the memberships we're already getting. Come support a firefighter who cannot read. Anyhow, let's get into it. So enough of the silly business, right? It's time to talk about this list. Now, before this list, I was just doing this. It was just Sanjis, just 4 Sanjis in place of this, and I believe, so I had 3 Lin Lins, and I don't know how I feel about going down to 2 Lin Lins, you know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. Sanji was here to fix the problem of us not having enough cards. Got it. Correct. Okay. Now, I played this list without the wires and one more Lin. I had 3 Sanjis and 3 Lins, okay? And I made it all the way to finals at my locals, and I lost the last game. It just came down to one of those. If I had an event, I would have won. It was against a purple Luffy. Guy played great, you know what I mean? And I also didn't throw them off curve with Magellan before you even asked. So anyways, it was just one of those great games. It could have went either way, and it didn't. Now, in that tournament, I'm starting to think, okay, cool. Like, Sangoro wasn't always showing up. As a matter of fact, I don't believe Sangoro showed up too much at all. I know that they showed up a bit in the match against the Usopp, and I was able to draw some cards here or there. But what it's not doing is doing anything on play. And I have to have 8 Dawn, and it's got to be able to swing. So if at any point it gets swung over and I can't afford to save it, or it gets zapped and or frozen, Sangoro serves no purpose. Enter Wire, okay? I came across Wire in my last video for RP Kid, and I said, I'll give you a clue. It's on the screen. This was on the screen. This is what I was talking about. So Wire is an S starter deck 10 option that we used to run in early red purple Luffy lists, and it's a blocker. It's a 1K. It's a 3 cost for 3K attack, and once per turn, listen to this. If a Dawn card is returned to the Dawn deck, draw one and discard 1 card from your hand. Okay, this returns Dawn. 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 Returns Dawn. Returns Dawn. We have a dick list that does return Dawn, and it says once per turn, not once per your turn, not once per their turn. Every turn, once per turn. Okay. Now, it's a little funky on if a Dawn is returned to the Dawn deck. It doesn't say to yours. It just says in general. So the way I interpret it, you should be able to use it if your opponent does something as well. But either way, this card draws us a crap ton of cards. Now, it doesn't net us cards, right? Where Sangoro is a positive net positive. You had 5 cards, now you have 6 cards. This card, you still have 5 cards, you just got to cycle 1 of them, right? So we're a little strategic with what we actually use and what we don't. Oh, this is what's throwing me off. Sanji's not here. It's Kill a Mizzou. Yeah. and we run Kamazu because, you know, on the off chance that we also returned on, right, I say the off chance, but the off chance we actually played it, then we returned on, we're getting rid of their Rosinante blockers, etc. But anyways, so, and on top of that, what this is also doing is giving us another life, right? So it's allowing us to get a little more breathing room. And on a turn where you already have this established and you play Big Mom, you gain a life, you get rid of one of their bodies, and you get to draw another card. And when they try to swing, you still have a blocker out, right? So I'm not saying you can play this in the same turn. I'm saying it's a great setup beforehand. But so if Wire gets left alone, and typically Wire does get left alone, you can go bananas. And sometimes it even behooves you to leave Wire standing and not even use it as a blocker. That way you can just continue to keep cycling, and you'll start getting a lot of 2Ks that you weren't looking to top deck, right? You weren't really looking for 2Ks, but you get those 2Ks, and then you top deck a Doflamingo. Genius, right? So yeah, I think for some of these matches, I'm actually doing 3 and 3 here because it is a card that we're not necessarily looking to play on curve because of us not picking first ever, right? We're typically going second if we have the choice, and they're like, oh, he wants to go second. Yeah, and then we Magellan that ass, and you go, you know, whatever. So I think I go 3 and 3 because there are some games where I play Lin, and I like seeing Lin at 3. I like seeing Lin a little often because in this list we're able to play Lin out a lot more often because, and it's like, well, why weren't we able to play Luffy, right? Luffy was a 9 cost. What happened there? Well, Luffy was a rush, 10k body. That's great. And we get to draw a card. That's cool too. But the thing is that with Luffy, we weren't playing Luffy out because all Luffy did was give us a body that swings. And while that's great and draws us a card, Lin does the same thing, but also gets rid of a threat automatically. So where Luffy, we'd play him out early and we'd swing into something, right? Lin, you don't swing at anything, but you do put it up, and it works for bodies that are still standing right side up, right? So if they just played a booby smoker, Luffy isn't going to do a damn thing about that. Luffy is not going to address any 6k or less bodies that are standing upright. They have to have already swung. Lin is putting them at the bottom of their life, and we're gaining a life, which is the same thing as drawing a card. We do have to drash a card. We do have to minus the Dawn, but then Wire is going to be able to take it from there. So I think this is the list. This is the list that you'll probably see me play. But anyhow, that's what I have for you guys today. That's the new spice, and I'm really excited to show it off. So without further ado, let's get into these smashes, shall we? All right, gang, let's let the menagerie begin, shall we? Now, where I'm at in the anime right now, Luffy is fighting Katakuri. They've been fighting for 30 episodes. You know what I'm saying? So when I came across one and they're still playing, I was seeing a player continually, you know, throwing out Katakuri. I'm like, all right, I'm interested. Okay, so we liked our opening hand, right? Oh, Magellan on curb. Malanky. Okay, so swinging 5 at that thing. We're doing that first because if they were to pop anything, we do not want them to pop our Magellan and cause them no inconvenience, right? We're trying to cause that inconvenience. And Magellan is, I think Magellan's going to be a thorn in the meta side for some time to come. Faux show, okay? So anyways, they got 4 to mess with. They're gonna swing 5, and we're down to take that one. Oh, we can trigger and we can ramp for free. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're already down to 2 life. Okay, we're gonna ramp. Spoiler alert: I'm about to ramp, and I'm gonna play out my Don Quixote Doflamingo, right? The thing about being at 1 life against this leader, as dangerous and sketchy as it feels and sounds, you have just began to chip away at any, if not all, of their spicy build, any, if not all, of their worth from the Big Mom pirates, right? Because they want you to have life to lose. They want to give you these sadistic choices. We don't care. We're giving it all up, okay? Yo, that's a lot. 10 for banish. Yo. Well, we can go up to 11 just in 2Ks alone. Yeah, so we're going to do that. We're going to get rid of a 2K, and then we just give them one more 2K. Okay, cool. So, and then now we get to manipulate our own life. We get to derelict our own balls with this Charlotte Lin, okay? So what I can do is I can swing with everybody and then play Lin last and put Onami at the bottom, which Onami does get a lot of value being there, so we have to understand that. But of course, knowing that Onami is on the bottom life and we will be losing one of our 5 cost attackers, that's fine as long as we know what's at that bottom life, right? So swinging 6, swinging 5, gonna swing 9, okay. And the only reason why we would be getting rid of or putting Onami back is because of us not having como se dice, not wanting to take 2 attacks. We choose to not, okay? And that causes the end of the game. Because they're at 8 Dawn here. They're not going to develop anything significant. And now they have to swing twice. So, yeah, I guess I got this game mixed up with another one. But yeah, at this point, there was no reason to put Onami back because with 8 Dawn, I mean, you're going to land 1 attack. You're not going to land another. I got 2 Dawn open. I've got 2, 4, 5, 6, 10K and counter. And that's how we just snuff out what used to be a very, very, very threatening leader. Let's get into some meta. Right. Okay, so now it's time for some hanky-panky con Senor Shanky. You knew it. And so here we go. We're going first this time. And you guys know I like to go second, but they chose second. It's like they've been watching some episodes, okay? So we decided to keep this hand because we were excited to see Wire in our opening hand and see about maneuvering through the game with them, right? Okay, so we've been talking a lot about the... in the opening, I was talking about the difference between Sangoro and Wire, right? And how they're both accomplishing the same thing. I feel like Wire is doing it more often, okay? So anyhow, we're going to go ahead and just cancel that contract right there. And now I can go ahead and swing 6 at him, save 1 up. And I guess I'm thinking about playing out that sugar and getting a good big boy search in there, since next time we will be going to 9, so we will have 1 extra Dawn. So in these games, I wish I recorded more because I got into such training mode that I wasn't even thinking about recording and stuff like that. I had other videos I wanted to put out before this one, but of course I had a bunch of stuff going at work and got sidetracked. And instead, I would really like to know you guys' opinion on this dick right here. So right here, yeah, I'm drawing Rosinante all day. And then now we're going to go ahead and Magellan that ass. Okay, now we get to draw into the Doflamingo. Now, you see what I'm saying? We got to select the card to trash. Get rid of the Magellan? Nah, that's crazy. Get rid of the Magellan? Nah. Get rid of 2K? That's crazier. We get rid of Normal Beam Sword. We don't see ourselves using that. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now they have the option to, you know, block and KO, and they want to keep it up. Obviously, Lucky Roo has a lot of value, and not just a blocker, but also attacker, right? Because they know we don't want to attack into that Lucky Roo and wind up getting Magellan popped. But, you know, there's also a risk associated with that as well, right? Okay, so they're going to swing that. We're going to give them 2K. We're going to keep it moving. They make their leader a 6K leader, almost all but untouchable, right? Because we like to use all of our Dawn. But we've got that into a Rosinante or Senor Pink play, right? Now, either one of these is already going to proc our Wire ability. So Wire has drawn us 1 card. Now Wire will draw us our 2nd card, and it's a 2K, okay? Now 2Ks are great to see, but you don't want to be top. You don't always want to be top decking a 2K, you know, card. You want to get them as you come, right? So I choose to also get rid of a Gum Gum Giante, right? A little cray-cray, but it's okay because we know we got a Senor Pink right there. So we're going to swing 7 at them. Okay, cool. They give us a 2K. We put 2 back up, and we're ready to roll. Now it looks like they're at 9 if I had to guess off the top of my head. And so now they're at 9 Dawn. We have the board, but they definitely have cards like Beckman that can, you know, trash our 6K bodies, no problem. I'm assuming that they may be wanting to drop one and get rid of Rosinante. You know what I mean? But that's what we love about Magellan is that it's that thorn in their side that they just want to live with. Okay, we draw our third card in wire. Okay, that means those plays where you use Como se dice, oh, they get us a Rayleigh. That's even gooder for them. But on those plays where you use the Gum Gum Giant, you draw 2 for Giant, 1 for Wire. Yo, I get adrenaline just thinking about it. And they're happy with getting rid of Magellan. Okay, they're feeling like, okay, now I got the board, right? And they do. But they're gonna keep that moving. Okay, so I'm going to use that. And do I get rid of the Usopp or the Lucky Roo? That's gonna be the Cuckoo Kachu in this. So I'm thinking about it, and what I'm thinking about is Usopp will be able to swing in me continually and minus people down, and Lucky Roo can just KO some of my 6k bodies that are 5 cost. I get to draw another card. That's 4 cards I've seen with Wire. Now, for those of you who know, have been watching the other episodes, understand that with Sangoro, because Sangoro is such a high priority target to swing into, I will either be frozen with Sangoro, will either stay frozen the entire game from carrots and etc., or get swung into immediately, which is great, acts as a blocker, but I don't see so many cards from them still, so it doesn't matter, right? Now I'm about to use what did I just use? Okay, I'm going to use this. I draw my 5th card with Wire. 5th card has been drawn with Wire. And now I can just give him a 2K. Surely we don't want to give him a Rosinante, am I right? I said surely we don't get a Rosinante. Oh, we trash a Big Mom. I was thinking we play a Big Mom, we gain another life. That's what I was thinking. Now we get rid of Wire. We have another Wire. So 5 cards have already been drawn. We play out Wire. We play out Senor Pink. Up, down, left, right. Switch. If we get rid of Rosinante, that's how butt fucking crazy we are now. And was that our 6th card, by the way? Yeah, that's our 6th card. Unless I just did math wrong. But yeah, so now we're on our 6 card scene with Wire. The line of cope is so magnificent right now. Okay. And Wire isn't just filtering our hand and getting us through our deck fast, right? We're not just working through our dick. It's also a blocker that they have to get around. So the next time they drop a Rayleigh, if they want to pop somebody, they can -3, -2, but they have to waste their pop on Wire if they want to come at me. Now I'm going to Gum Gum Giant, get rid of a 2k body. 7 cards have been seen now with Wire. You know what I'm saying? 7 cards have been seen with Wire. I know I'm not fucking crazy. I know I'm not crazy. 11 to 13, and we had to discard a card. That's the only drawback, is that you're not netting. You're just, you know what I mean? So where Sangoro is netting us positive a card. But anyhow, so now we got this, and now I'm thinking, well, shit. What we do? You know what I mean? Play out another Senor Pink, grab another fucking... actually, if we do this and we grab that Neural Beam, then we get to turn one of these big sideways. It looks like that's what we're going to do. We do that. We draw another fucking card, get rid of another Big Mom. Okay. Yo. Is this 3 Big Moms in here? I need to check this out. No, I think it's just 2. I thought I passed on one earlier. Thought that would be 3. Anyways, so we're swinging 7 into the face. Cool. All we need to do is, if we keep up 5 Dawn, we're more than happy. It looks like we're not going to be keeping up 5 Dawn. We're keeping up 4. So it's cool. We're not going to be able to use all of them anyways, because the Gum Gum Giants will be getting rid of the Blast Breath, right? So Wire's back live and in full effect. Doflamingo is going to ramp us 1. We're back to 10. And now we can use that Neural Beam to turn Rayleigh sideways and accompany that. We're going to draw a card. It's 8 cards now. 8 cards now seen with Wire's effect, okay? And now we can We can blast breath, frankly, and not go down 2 Dawn. Yeah, we can blast breath and we're cool. And we're happy to take a shot from there. It doesn't really matter. Or we can block. That's not a big deal either. It looks like they've got a good amount of Dawn up. I wonder who it's going to be for. 2 Lucky Roo. Okay, so we're at 10 Dawn. They got to have it. You know what I mean? Yes, we have Senor Pinks out here. And they can Lucky Roo Senor Pink. But, you know, they're going to have it one way or the other because that's going to be... So we're going to give them a 9. We're swinging with the 5K bodies first. That way if they pop the next one, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. They counter out there, okay? So now we're going to... Which is weird because I would have thought they would have just blocked and then got rid of that one. But then they would have one blocker and then, you know, it would be a 9K and then another one. Yeah, I guess they didn't... I guess they didn't have that. I guess they didn't have it either way. Because if they would have blocked here and got rid of that one, cool. Then that would be 3 more Dawn and 1 blocker. And then I just swing 9. That's not going to do it. So you'd have to give me your last blocker. And then I swing another 9. And yeah, we had it either way. But 8 cards had been cycled through. 8 cards had been cycled through with wire. This is my tech. Nobody is coming up with this shit for you guys except for me. This is me. Don't let nobody be fucking, hey, last night I was fucking smoking crack and I came up with this. No, bro. We do the lines of coke. We're doing coke. Next one. Okay, so this is definitely, obviously, a little off meta, but I had a crew member, request something with Boa Hancock. They said that they had gotten, you know, they had some issues with Boa Hancock. And so this is the Songoro list, right? But I wanted to show you guys how we get down. So anyhow, we're going to go ahead and do the sugar. Fingers and grapes. And 2-1, we let it go. We got to draw our Dofi. Everything's looking good. We would like to see a Magellan or God's Thread. You know, we'll settle out of court for God's Thread. We like Magellan because Magellan causes them to be put behind on their curb. Now we swung that Perona body because we didn't want them to be able to bounce bodies back and activate abilities, right? And we're just starving them out right now. Okay, so we're at 8, it looks like, and we can play our first Dofil Among Us. And so we're going to swing 5, see that the Boa Hancock probably blocks it for free. There we go. And then now we can Dofi. We've got 3 Gum Gum Giants. We can get rid of a Gum Gum Giant, put 2 up. Good. Okay, so now we're starting to go wide. They send Kiros. Kiros sends Rosie right the fuck back, which is hashtag not that cool, dog. We're going to... Oh. It must be because we're going to play Big Mom next. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and play Big Mom next. And we can put that bow on the bottom. Yeah. Now we swing 5 and we swing 9. Okay, putting a little big city. Pressure. We were putting pressure in that last game too. For sure. But anyhow, let's see. So they're swinging 7 at our ass. We're going to go ahead and use Don Quixote, Dofil Among Us. And they're going to go ahead and, yeah, do it. Maybe I was wiping. Okay, so at this juncture, we decide to take. Neural Beam is just an amazing card to have. And we're down to 1 life. So we're working. We are, this deck is rope-a-dope the deck, though. You know what I'm saying? We can stay at 1 life for the next 3 turns. You know what I'm saying? Never take another life. So it's not that big of a deal. When you got cards like Neural Beam that allow you to be as cheap, almost as cheap as Bonnie the Leader, since we can't turn leader sideways, only characters. But anyhow, we're gonna just swing 9. We're just gonna start whittling away at that life. There's no reason to give them a 9K blocker. Now we're gonna play this card out. Nothing else. Okay, this isn't ideal. This is not ideal for us right now. We're not flooding the board. We're not doing anything extra. I do definitely wish now that I would have kept Rosinante instead of some of these 2Ks, because now look at how much 2K I have bogged down with, which is a great problem to have when you're only got 1 life and you're facing, you know, a 9 and a 6 on your opponent's board. However, What they don't know is we got the neural beam. So let's go ahead and slow that ass. We can't use their ability yet. No. So we're going to neural beam. We're going to go to 7. Give them the Giola, since that serves no purpose other than being a searchable 2K. And now they got to decide what they want to do with their life. Okay, cool. Now, this sucks because we don't have a any other card to play off of Doflamingo, which is a rare occurrence. Again, like I said, we would be big city hooping right now. We would just be going for that ass. So anyhow, we're looking at things, and I'm wondering, do I play a Kalamazoo, you know? But I'm like, nah, let's go ahead and just swing 7. We'll leave some Dawn up. We're gonna swing 9. We're gonna swing another 9. Yeah. No reason to give him a blocker. Please don't tell me you think about swinging at the Kiros. Thank you. And now we're now threatening lethal. Okay, so they got a lot of cards they can play off of 10 Dawn. Looks like they're not going to play them. So they're swinging 11 into 5. I'm doing my boy math, and I'm realizing, oh, I can take this, and then I can lure them in to swinging the remainder of their Dawn, in which case the game is over. If they don't do that and they develop, that's fine. Shit, looks like they did. So that's fine now. I know that I can get pretty high. I got 8. Oh, shit. Oh, jeez. We might have to get rid of Duffel Among Us. Yeah, there goes that play. All right. Well, check it out. Now I got another Big Mom play into... we can bottom deck some bullshit. Yeah. Man, you know what's crazy is if that Kiros was costed 1 less, it would be getting put to the bottom of their life. That's nuts. Nuck and futs. Nuck if you futs, boy. 9 to 5. Dolly Parton style. Let's go ahead and get rid of Giola. Yeah, put that life, and that's that. Now they got 3 9K bodies. Yo, I get it. I get why Boa is a little difficult. I get it. Now, a little more apprehensive about taking life here, because we know we ain't gonna see no more of our big moms. But you know, lucky us, we got the counter like that. We got the counter just like that. And they had a Kaido that could have put back our Duffel Among Us, but that would have just been it. There would have been nothing after that. We know they're not getting no body after that. They had 2, 4, 5, so they could have blocked out of 1 9K, but after that, 2 more plus the leader. Nah, that was it. But that's what it looks like. You kind of control their board a little early game, and we just wait, chill in the cut, get our lens out there, and we start doing our thing. Let's go next. Okay, gang. Let's see. I choose to go second, which I like going second. They typically don't believe I have anything good to play on my turn 2, so they don't always black hole us. That is thunder outside. If I don't get this video out today, it's because of the inclement weather. So now they're going to go ahead and swing 7 here. We get our wire. Okay. If they don't black hole us, damn it. They black holed us. If I get Magellan out, he still gets a lot of value. Still gets a lot of value because now they can't just KO Magellan. They have to... nullify and then KO. They have to have the right cards to nullify and KO. So they got to lower them, then they got to nullify them and KO. So they need 2 cards. They need 1 card to lower, and they need 1 card, the liberation, to nullify. If they KO them any other way, that's why they got rid of liberation. They said, fuck it, that we're not even worried about that. But if they were to just KO them straight up, then they lose 2 Dawn, and in my opinion, they lose the fucking game. So now I'm at 7 Dawn. I've already gotten rid of 1 wire. The thing about it is, if I play, I can play a wire into a Senor Pink and just kind of flood the board. But Senor Pink isn't going to be activating wire's ability. And I doubt that they're going to be allowing me to play anything for the rest of the game. It seems like they're a little black hole friendly. We still get wire and Senor Pink out. Going 2 life against this, leader isn't recommended. It's just because you want to be at like 3 life minimum. That way, by the time they start playing their Jesus burgers out, we're able to, take a hit, and we got some wiggle room, because those hits will be coming. Now they swung here, and I'm like, I would really like this guy for offense, but if I could set you back an entire turn, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. So now you're not gonna see your big for even another turn. Yeah, it's like that. My only big to develop is Big Mom. Tis what it is. No on-play abilities. They just get rid of Senor Pink. I'm gonna swing 5 into 3 cards. They give me that. I play out Big Mom, and I'm feeling a little okay-ish, because they do got 2 legitimate, eligible bachelors there. They're just getting into 7 Dawn, so it looks. What are they gonna give me? They give me their first quadruple Meat Jesus burger. And another Kuzan has entered the building. I can block this one out, and then I'm taking this one. I'm going down to 1 life, okay? Oh, no, excuse me. I got that. Cool. But will they be black holing me one more time? That's the question. Black hole again. Black hole sun, won't you come? Wash away the rain. 2 quadruple Meat Jesus burgers. We do have a Noro beam. That is on our side. We're going to go ahead and swing 9. And the thing is this is what I'm thinking right here. You're like, yo, what are you doing? Why don't you develop Doflamingo? So they're at 7 Dawn now. From 7 Dawn, they're going to 9 Dawn. They're still not able to develop their big Blackbeard because they killed Magellan. So there's no reason for me to develop another body and not have Noro beams ready. Because they can swing 9, 9. You know what I mean? They could swing big and then get rid of me. At this point, I'm just going to Gum Giant here. Yeah, get rid of God Thread. It's not doing anything. Turn that sideways, and that's the game. That's the game. Yeah. Yeah, big city GGs. Because, I mean, there was nothing you could do after that. So that's why Magellan is so valuable. And if they would have left Magellan alive, well, then we would have just kept swinging. You know what I mean? We would have just kept swinging with Magellan. So that's what really helps in this matchup. Wire didn't get to shine too much. I'm really hoping that I got some matches with Wire shining, because when I swear to God, I mean, you guys already saw him draw 8 cards in that Shanks match. So, I mean, that should be enough, but let's keep going. Okay, then it was time for the true lies of Usopp. Hang on, let me make sure I ain't got boogers. We choose to go second, and we draw right into Magellan. As soon as I saw that Magellan, sold. What we're doing here in this matchup is we're hard mulliganing for Magellan because they love to see their Rebecca Moria on curve, obviously. And when we play that Magellan, not only do we have a body that they have to be able to bottom deck, not KO, but it also is going to set them back that 1 turn, which gives us 1 more turn to develop. Okay, so this is for my guy who was telling me that he had a lot of Usopps at his locals and was having issues while playing with this leader and my list. So I'm like, okay, cool. I also have had a okay, hang on. Okay, cool. So right here, this is prime Magellan time. But I was gonna just say, I'm going to be in an online regionals tomorrow. Wish me luck, obviously. And I will also be uploading my matches from locals last week. So my man said, why start second? Magellan. You still asking? God Thread. You still asking? Fucking everything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't use them anymore. Yeah, you and everybody else, bud. Let's keep it moving. Let him know where he can check out the channel. He plays out he plays out Leo and a Bartolomeo. All right, so now I'm swinging 6. Cool. 6 into 5. You're gonna have to give me a 2K. I said you're gonna have to give me a 2K. Okay. Now I can go ahead and swing 7. Took that 4 life leader down to 3. But look at us. We're already at 3 ourselves. You know what I mean? So now they're at 6 Dawn. Wishing they were at 7 Dawn. Am I right? Gonna give them Giola. Cool. And now we're at 8. So we can play Wire and we can play Rosinante. And we're drawing cards. Hashtag drawing cards. Okay. So 6 into 5 and then another 6 into 5 for show. A lot of I don't know, and I'm not going to say it because I don't know it. Let's see what that word means.
12 seconds later.
Okay, so my man says a lot of abonnees, which is French plural form, which translates to subscriber or season ticket holder in English. Yes, Draco, we got a lot of season ticket holders. Almost 3,000 season ticket holders. Anyways, appreciate you, boss. I thought they were trying to get me to say a naughty word. Anyways, so now 7, and that's bringing out the Kyros and the Roronor Zoro. What am I missing? Why are people going back to my hand? Did I? Oh, Kyros bounced that back. Kyros bounced that ass. He can KO that. Wow. Wow, wow, wee, wow. That was a spicy meatball. Okay, so now we can get Doflamungus, right? And now we can play that out. We can grab Rosinante, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we got Rosinante swinging 5 at that ass. We're going to swing 6. Oh, they get the draw card, of course. Usopp is still a very fun deck to play, I believe. But anyhow, we can go ahead and keep putting on that pressure. And we get it in. We get it in. Okay, so now we got 4 Dawn active. We've got 3 Dawn worth of cards that we would like to play. Next turn, we're definitely looking at playing our Wire into Senor Pink to bring back whatever event that we use here. We Noro Beam the Kyros. Cool. Now we can take this hit. Yeah, we grab another Doflamungus. Damn, Sam. Now I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little greedy, and I want to play Wire into Senor Pink. I really do want to play Wire into Senor Pink. Why they didn't swing with Monka de Luffy if they were gonna have 2 blockers is a little beyond me. It's above my pay grade. I'm not paid to know those answers. I'm honestly not. That had to be a misclock. That was a misclock for sure. And I mean, now we can just play the next. Yeah, we don't have to. We can just do that. Oh no. Yeah, okay, I remember what's about to happen here. You guys see that 3 Dawn active? Yeah, I'm about to get greedy for the kids at home. I'm about to get greedy. Oh, you mad because I'm styling on you? Oh, yeah. We're getting a little stylish. Getting a little I wouldn't recommend. Yeah, I just wanted to see. I wanted to see for myself. My hands are tied. I had to see what Wire could do. My hands are tied is a new inside joke you are all now a part of. My hands are tied. Captain was trying to tell me, I'm trying to save your job, Murado. My hands are tied. Oh, whose job you trying to save now? That's my question. Anyhow, 19 here. Yeah, yo, what we can do is, I believe we can take it, actually. We can take it. We can block it. Yeah, hashtag Wire was the genius play. I don't think they knew what Wire did. In all fairness, I don't think they knew what Wire did. And guess what? Guess what? You guys hear that I was an asshole in online regionals after tomorrow? And yeah, man, I swung 15K into his leader and he just blocked it with Wire and wouldn't let me take it back. Yeah, that's not going to happen. You're not taking that back. You know what I'm saying? So they give us another Doflamingo play in that. You know what? This is getting pretty aggressive. I don't appreciate this aggressiveness. Yeah, that's pretty crazy that they're able to just have all these fucking bitch ass swings. That's crazy. We're gonna go ahead and do that. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and give him Wire. Wire's gonna shine one way or the other. Let me tell you. That's the game. Okay. That was for my dog that was having issues with Usopp. But anyways, let's see what else I got for you. So now we're going up against a pissed off kid who chose to go first. I've got the God Thread, and I guess I just decided to keep. I mean, I got a lot of good pieces at this point. If I could have opened into a Magellan, I'd be happy. I get a Wire. That's not too bad. We're going to give him Giola because we got big plans for Wire. We drawn to the Magellan. This isn't me doing it to you. It's the dick doing it to you. Yes. Okay, so I can just swing 5 into life. You know, if they want to invest 3 Dawn next turn, that's crazy business for them. I'm a little crazy business right now, and I'm deciding to ramp. Okay. And I guess I'm deciding to ramp because I'm already at 3 life, and I don't want to get any lower than I have to. Am I going to ramp again? I ramp again. We don't care about nothing. Now, I'm going to play out Wire, and we're going to go ahead and Magellan that ass, okay? We could Magellan next round, too, it looks like. We get rid of God Thread. We don't have anything we want to KO. We can swing if they want to get rid of Basil Hawkins. Cool. Basil Hawkins is just a Band-Aid you got to rip off, big dog. Like, they're gonna get that value one way or the other, and I would rather lose 1 life than have to defend against it and then swing into it and then still lose a life anyway. So just recognize that once they've played Basil Hawkins, that life is spoken for, in my humble opinion. Maybe if you think something different, let me know in the comments below. But anyhow, so we're at 1 life. It's sketch. That's sketch. They just did that, and guess what? You get to lose. That's right. Yeah, they want to rip the Band-Aid off of Magellan. Magellan, to me, isn't a Band-Aid you want to rip off. Not until you're going to be, going to 8 Dawn the next turn, or 10 Dawn or whatever. We get to draw another card with Wire. That's the second card we've gotten to draw with Wire. Now we're going to swing 5. And we're getting a board established. We're starting to get away with this board, and we're happy. They're only going to be at 6 Dawn. There's not really any big pivotal play they can make off of 6. So that's good for us. We're going to give them the Kalamazoo. They're going to give us 2 blockers. And Basil Hawkins is going to take another life from us. I guarantee it. We can Senor Pink that ass. Yeah, we can do that. So we're going to swing 7. Either way, you're gonna have to give me some cards, Jack. You're gonna give me some cards out the hand. You're gonna give me cards out of your field. They use the Basil Hawkins ability because after this play, there's not gonna be another life to take anyways. Now I'm free to do the Senor Pink play, and I'm doing it now. That way I get an opportunity to grab another card should they just KO Wire after I swing, right? So with that, let's see. So was that my 4th card? I don't think that's my 4th. But I grabbed Neural Beam plus God Thread, got rid of God Thread. Okay, cool. And that's great because I don't want to see God Thread. I don't want to top deck God Thread right now. So I'm swinging 7. They get rid of a Lin. That hashtag hurts. Okay, so the thing is now we got no life. And they could just swing everything. Well, we got Wire. We got a blocker. See what I'm saying? We're thinking of everything. They're swinging 7. Hashtag Wire is going to give us another card. So swinging 7. I think we just give you Blast Breath. Yeah, we give you Blast Breath. We're gonna be able to draw into another card. I could keep the Wire. Yeah, it looks like I decided to keep the Wire and get rid of a 2K. Hashtag a little hashtag questionable, but now I'm really happy about it because I did that, and it's crazy, but we got to get rid of everything but the 2Ks. Yeah, we got to get rid of everything but the 2Ks, or excuse me, but the events. I choose to just keep 1 Neural Beam and not 2. I guess that's my prerogative. And now if they want to block, they're gonna have to get rid of their 9K body because there's no way they're gonna come out of that much shit to do it, right? They get rid of one of the wires, which is like why it's amazing for us to have kept the other one. So now we still have a, body out there. We're going to swing 7. We're going to get rid of that last one. And they know we got a Neural Beam. And we've got 3 Dawn up, so they know we can use it. It's getting kind of hectic. I just Neural Beam that ass. You know, we get to be fucking shitty ass Bonnie too. And yeah, we draw 2K, get rid of a 2K. I can just give him that 2K. Or I can give him the... No, we need to give him that 2K. No. Yes. We give him the 2K. All they can do is ace, right? Or no, they can play another law. If they play another law out, ugh, that could be rough. They play ace. Give him that. And it's going to come down to the wire here. It's going to come down to the wire here. Ew. Ew, it's tough. I don't think we win this. I don't think we win this. So we could do 996 or some bullshit like that. Yeah, we decided to go 8. Okay. They still have to give us the cards, right? So I got 8 cards. I can do 8. Then I can do another 8 and a 9. Yeah. If they block at any point, that's a great sign for us. They take. So now we know they got a 2K. Ugh, this is scary. They block. They ain't got it. They ain't got it. It happens. It happens to the best of them. I mean, you know. I don't know what to fucking say. I can't. Yo. So that happened. But again, we got to see a ton of cards because of Wire. I actually lost count in that match. I think we saw maybe 5 or 6 total. But yeah, and Wire frankly saved our ass, because if we would have had the way I look at it is whenever I'm debating between one card or the other, and I think I've already explained this, is that in situations, I think in this context, would I have wanted Sanji instead of these 2 blockers? You know what I'm saying? Would I have wanted 2 Sanjis? The answer's no. The answer's no. Even though Sanji would have swung and given me a card, they had to get rid of these cards. They had to do something to get rid of these blockers. They had to swing into them. They had to use events on them. And, you know, they had to play around them. Great. You know what I mean? That worked for us. Anyways, see how much time we got. Oh, there you have it, gang. I'm just realizing that this is Gear 4 Snake Man, because I just saw this form this morning when I got off of work. I was watching it before I went back to bed. But anyhow, that's what I have here for you. You guys got to... I know I was addressing some of the, you know, personal requests, you know what I'm saying? And the Usopp and in the... well, the Piss Kid and then the Boa Hancock, right? But you got to see what this card was doing against, what's his name, Shanks. You got to see what it was doing against that kid. You know, you got to see this card do some moves. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes it is just fodder. Sometimes it is just a 1K counter. That's awesome. We fuck with 1K counters. That's not a problem. But there are times where it's able to be utilized and keep us moving. I wish I had this Zoro match recorded, but yeah, you know, like it's also helped in matches like that where we're able to take cards for as long as we want to cycle. And when we're done cycling, we've turned it sideways and it's a blocker and we keep the show moving. You know what I mean? It solves a problem that this deck has, and that is sometimes running out of life, right? So this is Rope-a-Dope the deck, right? This is the Muhammad Ali in this game right now. It's going to rope the dope and the Thriller in Manila, the Rumble in the Jungle. You know what I mean? And we're going to go the distance and we're going to make it, right? Because that's what we have all this for. This card assists in that agenda and pushes it forward. Where Sangoro, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this list whatsoever. If you run this, I think it's great. But where Sangoro swings, draws us a card, and then gets frozen, gets KO'd, gets swung into, this card doesn't seem as threatening to a lot of people. And it seems like a lot of people don't even know what's going on with this card. So it sticks. It stays around. People don't want to spend their removal resources on a 3-cost 3K body. It doesn't really impress upon them the sense of urgency. And in that amount of time, this card draws 8 cards for us. Like you guys saw, like get the French toast out of the freaking town. You know what I mean? Get out of here, dude. That's crazy. So, yeah, it's putting on that passive pressure. But anyways, I do want to upload this as soon as possible. I'm targeted to party. We lost power for a little bit because any kind of weather system does that. But I want to hear you guys info or what you guys' feedback is. I got to do I'm looking at it right now. It's 4:19 my time. So you guys are about to see how fast I can really get a video out. And I'm trying to make a video of trying to go see a movie at 4:40 with the wife. But anyhow, so I'm going to upload this as fast as humanly possible. Then I really want to hear from you guys in the comments below. Please do tell me, should I run this list to bone marrow? All right. This has been Marauder Music. 3-piece TCG, bear TCG, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Smash the like, finger pop the subscribe. Let me know what's going on. Big shout out to all my members. Thank you guys so much.
I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change. I said I'm stuck in the game, fucking it up with the gang. For the love of the money and fame, I can tell I never could change.